Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do a 180 to full cab. This is our filmer for today. Alright, you guys already know I'm going to teach you probably the most bootleg way to learn this trick real quick, just to get used to the trick, and then I'll teach you the right way how to do it. This is one of those tricks that you have to learn tricks before that trick to get that trick. And when you 180, you're going to want to I'm teaching you guys the bootleg way right now, but you're going to want to carve all the way half the street, and then from right here do a 270, and it helps out with learning the trick a lot. I'm going to show you guys what I mean by what I just showed you right now. You guys see how I carve half the street when I do the trick? It's the same thing with flat 360s. If you're learning them, you can just cheat half the way, and then from there you get used to the rotation, and then it becomes more easier to get the full trick around. The trick that you're going to want to have for this trick is flat 360s. If you can't flat 360, you're probably not going to be able to do this trick. You definitely have to have half cabs with this trick. You have to have them pretty dialed out, I would say. And I would say that if you can't really bunny hop that high, this trick's gonna be pretty hard. Or then again, if you carve right, it doesn't really matter how high you bunny hop. You can just spin fast and it'll still come around. The main thing to this trick is really just carving. When you learn how to carve backwards, it helps out with the trick a lot, because if you're 180ing and you're just trying to straight hop up full cab, it's way harder that way. But once you become better at doing the trick, it becomes easier. I've never seen anything like that before. Mostly just pay attention to the carve, and once you hop, just spin hard and the bike will come around. Another thing is when you're rolling, once you 180, you gotta roll backwards, and in your head just think of how you would aim to landing backwards again. And that's another thing that helps out too. It's kind of how you do 540s too. You kind of aim to the exact point where you want to land, and from there it makes the trick a lot easier for some reason. I always had a problem with doing that though. If you can flat 360 and get the 360 around, but it's pretty hard for you to land the 360, this trick might be a little hard for you unless you carve half the street or more than half the street. It doesn't really matter. It's just all about feeling what the trick really feels like. And when you carve half the street or more than half the street, it helps you out with landing backwards and rolling out and fakie and stuff. And from there, it really it gets you more comfortable to fully try the trick when you go to try it, and it helps out a lot. Spot that would be a really good spot to learn this trick is on a little hip that's not too steep. It's a lot easier on something like that because it gives you pop, and you also don't have to land the full 360 if you can't get the full 360 around yet. That's also another place that you can do the trick if you can't fully hop 360 yet, but you know how to do it out of ramps and stuff. It's just you don't have enough muscle to get the trick around. It'll be a little bit easier to do it on the corner of a pyramid or a little hip that's not steep at all. You don't have to jump high when you do the trick, but it does help out because you have way more air time, and if you know how to spin fast, you'll definitely get the trick around pretty quick. And if you can jump high, it'll help a lot more if you jump higher when you go to try the trick, because you'll have more air time and you'll most likely land closer to rolling backwards, or pretty much roll backwards when you land. It's all about how you spin though, because I've seen people that literally they get this much off the floor and they still do the trick. So it really isn't about how high you jump. It's all about that carve that you do and how fast you spin once you hop. And from there, there's like not really much else to do with this trick. It's pretty simple, I would say. If you got 360s, it's not going to be that hard to learn. If you're doing it on cassette, all you have to do is to hop, like get pop from it. You kind of just pedal like backwards really fast, and then as you want to pull your bike up, you can even crank the bike a little bit, and it'll give you your own pop from that. And it's a lot easier for people that ride cassettes, because I don't know why, but it is for some reason. For the people that ride cassettes and know how to do this trick, they know exactly what I'm talking about. And there's usually the people that don't like riding free coasters, because free coasters are like way harder to ride and stuff. All right, I'm gonna show you guys a few full cabs the right way. Switch spots. There was somebody that came to the tennis court and they were trying to play, and I wasn't trying to be like an asshole and be all in their way and shit, so I left the spot. But before I left, I realized when I was trying that 180 bar spin off the table to full cab, I kind of land in this angle, and kind of like it gives you like more of a more space to like carve in a way. And when you carve out, or like if you land a 180 like a little under rotated and then you carve out, it really makes you do the trick. I decided to just name this whole parking lot testing grounds, because I always come here to do how-tos and stuff. I really like coming here to do how-tos. But another thing I thought of is, with this trick, you can definitely come up like a wedge like this and fakie, like 180, like right before you hit the wedge, and try the full cab that way and come down like going straight this way. And that might really help you get used to the trick too. Bro, Florida is so bipolar. And my GoPro died. I'm using my phone now. I forgot to charge it all the way last night.
Clicks, you bought it this game.
Alright, last thing I gotta say for this trick is, when you try it, make sure your bike is leveled out, because if it's not leveled out and you're like, the back end's like real heavy, you can like tip the floor and it will throw you back and you might hit your head. And you might want to wear a helmet for this one. I don't wear helmets because my dreads is really low-key a helmet, but this is one of them tricks that's like, you never really know when you're learning it, you'll never really know when your back wheel is gonna like tip the ground. And when your back wheel tips the ground, if it tips hard enough, it'll definitely throw you like really hard on your back and make you hit your head. It's happened to me before, so that's why I just had to let you guys know. I do have another video coming this Monday. It's gonna be like the one that I just dropped. It's gonna have some pretty big drops in it though. I'm really thinking about bar spinning down the gap that one skater ollied down in my last video that I just posted. And I'm probably gonna do something else that's big somewhere in downtown. I'm trying to really warm my like wrist up and stuff and get ready for these drops that I'm about to start doing. That's it for this trick. I hope you guys learn it. Let me know if you learn it. Send me a video. Peace out, guys.